It's a brief video on using yoga not to feel. So I was going through a very difficult thing a few days ago, still kind of going through it, but I went to yoga. It's part of my practice, great thing to do when you're feeling you had a rough day, difficult emotions, and I really felt bad and I started doing yoga. And that was nice. It's nice to calm down. I was able to connect to my feelings a little bit from running around working. Okay, this is what's going on for me. Very positive. And the yoga class ramped up a little bit, and it started quite gently. It didn't go hardcore, but a little bit more full on. And what I noticed was that as my muscles started to sort of burn and my hamstrings were really going, because I hadn't practiced much for the last week, I started to be less aware of the emotions that I was feeling, and I think needed to feel at that time, needed to process, needed to be with. They weren't overwhelming; they were just unpleasant. And rather than be with those emotions, let them transform, sit in that fire, which I think is emotional maturity in many ways. I was distracted by the screaming hamstrings, because the sort of slight longing or pain or fear or whatever it was is just less obvious, less interesting to the mind than like, ow, fuck it, ow, my quadriceps are really burning now. Yeah. So in one way, this could be positive. We have a little holiday from our emotions, which if they're sort of long-term and overwhelming, I think this is why, in places like London or New York or Paris, this got hardcore vinyasa, hot styles, Bikrami kind of full-on, rocket, whatever. It's getting really popular because it A, forces sensation for people who are numb. That's one thing, but B, if they are suffering from a difficult emotion, that might be anxiety, or it might be just from living in a capitalist world. It might be guilt. It could be, this is the danger here. You don't have to feel that if you can feel a very strong sensation, which is a risk, right? If there's a reason we're feeling a certain way, if we look at this in the sort of body politic, if we're feeling anxiety because of the system we're in, or feeling guilt because of the fact that we're oppressing people, or that we're in a privileged position, to simply put that aside and then feel the burning hamstrings is quite nice, but not perhaps helpful to the body politic either. So dangerous emotionally, dangerous politically. One to watch out for, that we're not using yoga or any other physical practice of intensity, S&M, martial arts, whatever, to distract ourselves from our emotions. I mean, yes, perhaps as a holiday, but I really saw the move the other day when I went, oh great, now I can stop feeling and feel this instead. I can stop feeling emotion, so I can feel just the body sensation. It's interesting we have one word for both, right? So yeah, maybe a little warning, something to watch out for, and not making anyone bad, but more like, yeah, watch out for that as a potential pitfall, particularly if you do a stronger style of yoga or some other physical practice.